Truth Minister Paul Scott here on the block with D, discussing the whole Glenn Beck controversy. As you know, over the last year or so, Glenn Beck's been on this tirade attacking black liberation theology. So, we're just talking about if there's such thing as a black, if he wants to attack black liberation theology, wouldn't there also be such a thing as white liberation theology?
Yeah,
so that's what we're talking about today. So we're just kicking a couple of question and answer session, trying to get to the bottom of this whole Glenn Beck controversy.
Right. So why do you feel like, when did it become apparent that the Tea Party and the people that's with Sarah Palin is also cahoots with Glenn Beck? When did all that become? Because I'm just noticing how everybody's on the same thing now.
Yeah, but you're dealing with this white liberation or white oppression theology, which is different than black liberation theology. Because if you look back, when was it, last year? Glenn Beck went on this tirade against Reverend Jeremiah Wright, and he would put on the glasses, and he would be talking about how evil black liberation theology is, and try to say that President Obama was practicing black liberation theology, like it was something evil.
Right.
But the real deal is, he ain't talking about white liberation theology. So we got to talk about what is white liberation theology. White liberation theology has a lot of principles, and that is, if you ever saw that movie that Chris Rock did, what was it? Head of State. You remember? He did Head of State, and one of the things from Head of State was what was it? God bless America and nobody else. That's the cornerstone of white liberation theology. It really has nothing to do about religion. It has more to do about white supremacy. So basically, they have made white supremacy into their own religion. And that's what Glenn Beck has done. He got up there at his rally talking like a preacher. You know what I'm saying? Talking about trying to preach to people and whatnot. But in actuality, he was talking about that was their white liberation theology. Because I'm gonna answer a question. Back in slavery, if the slave owner asked to keep slavery, and the slave asked for the Lord to free him from slavery, which one did God listen to? But they praying to the same God, though. See what I'm saying? So there's a black liberation theology, and there is a white liberation theology. And it's been said a lot of times. I think Dr. Barry Shango really put this point forth real clearly. He said that, and a lot of scholars, if you're the slave and you're the enslaved, your concept of the creator got to be different. Right. How can the same, once again, if I'm praying for the Lord to free me, and you're praying to the same Lord to enslave me, he got to do one or the other. So your concept of the Creator and my concept of the Creator is different. Part 1.